In the quiet hills of ancient Judea, where olive trees whispered in the wind and dusty paths led travelers from one humble village to another, there lived a man whose presence felt like dawn breaking after a long dark night. His name was Issa Masih, a teacher, a healer, and a soul whose compassion flowed like a river that never ran dry. Issa walked with the simplicity of a shepherd and the authority of a king. His robe was plain, the color of desert sand, but his eyes carried a depth that made even the proudest scholar bow his head in silence. People often said that when Issa looked at you, it felt as though he was seeing not just your face, but the life you lived, the wounds you carried, and the dreams buried inside your heart. The day the storm lifted. One evening, heavy clouds gathered above the Sea of Galilee. Fishermen rushed to tie their boats as waves slammed against the shore. Amid the chaos, Issa Masih stood calmly watching the storm rise. His disciples, frightened by the roaring wind, cried out, "Master, the storm will take us. Help us." Issa stepped onto a trembling boat, placed his hand on the wooden edge, and gazed at the sky. The wind howled like an angry beast, but he spoke in a voice gentle enough to soothe a child. "Peace, be still." And as though the world itself obeyed him, the sea grew quiet. The clouds drifted apart. The air softened. The storm surrendered. His disciples stared in awe, whispering among themselves, "Who is this that even the wind and the sea obey him?" A heart that healed the broken. Issa traveled from village to village, never asking for gold, shelter, or favor. Wherever he walked, hope followed. In one village, a little girl who had never spoken stood before him. Her mother, tears streaming down her face, begged for mercy. Issa knelt, his face level with the girl's, and simply said, "Child, your voice is a gift waiting to return." The girl blinked, opened her mouth, and for the first time, a soft, trembling word escaped. "Mama." The mother collapsed in joy, and the people whispered again, "Surely the Spirit rests upon him." The Teacher of Hearts. Issa Masih spoke not only with miracles, but with wisdom that touched even hardened souls. Under the shade of a fig tree, he once said to a crowd gathered at his feet, "Blessed are those who show mercy, for they shall receive mercy. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they are the children of the Most High. And blessed are the pure of heart, for they will see God everywhere, even in the eyes of a stranger." People who once carried burdens of anger and despair found their hearts softening. Merchants returned what they had taken unfairly. Brothers forgave brothers. Neighbors shared bread again. His words did not command, they transformed. The Night of Reflection. One night, as the stars shimmered like lanterns in the sky, Issa sat alone on a hill overlooking Jerusalem. His disciples found him deep in thought. "Master," one asked, "why do you look troubled?" Issa smiled gently. "Those who carry light must sometimes walk through darkness so others may find their way." Though they did not understand his meaning then, his words stayed with them forever. A legacy that lives beyond time. Years passed, but the memory of Issa Masih only grew brighter. His message spread from one shore to another, crossing mountains, deserts, and centuries. People of countless lands spoke his name with love and reverence. Whenever a stranger was fed, whenever the poor were lifted, whenever forgiveness triumphed over hatred, They said the spirit of Issa Masih walked again among them. For he was not just a man of miracles, but a messenger of endless mercy, a light that no darkness could ever extinguish. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll meet you in the next lesson.